What's up, guys? Here I am again with another video, and in this video we have a 2015 Ford F-150 with a 3.5 turbocharged engine. Okay, so this is one of our good customers. He comes in quite a bit. He had a complaint that the horn doesn't work. So we saw that two of the horns were burnt out. We replaced it, and the horn was working fine. Finally, he called back the next day and said that the horn is staying on. I didn't work on it before, so I really didn't know what was going on. I got this car, so I'm going to kind of show you the process. I didn't find the problem, but I'm going to kind of show you the process on how I solved it and whatnot. So right here I have these wire diagrams, and if you're starting out tech, I encourage you to learn this stuff because this is where you can make some good money. Now, the other tech said he already swapped the horn relays. Horn relays had power. I don't know if he tested to see if he was getting this signal wire right here. So let me just go through this real quick. Right here is the horn. Right here is a ground. It goes right there. And here's the power source. It goes right here to this relay. This relay gets its power source from this fuse right here. So where I would start is checking the fuses. Next thing you know, I would go to the relay, which I did. I'll probably do a quick little video showing you what I did. I start by this one right here. All right, so anyways, I checked the fuse. Fuse was good. Next thing you know, I want to check for continuity between the horn and the ground. So what I do is I take out the relay. I use the power probe and place it on pin 5. So the relay's out. I put it in terminal 5 and test to see if there's ground. Well, the horns are disconnected. We have a test horn. I put it on. I'll show you the little rig I made. And there is ground. There's ground here. All the way through here once the horn's connected to the connector here. Boom, there's ground. Okay, that's good. Then next thing you know, I tested this pin number 2. Tested pin number 2 for a signal. There was no signal. Then I tested pin 1 and 3, and it should read battery positive or 12 volts. All good. That's the neat thing about the power probe. It tells you if you have power and ground. I say that in almost all my videos. Great tool to have, great tool to use. Now, basically all this circuit right here, from here to here, is good. The only issue we're having here is this violet and green wire, which connects to the battery junction box, which is the fuse box, another word for a fuse box, and the body control module. Okay, so what I did was I tested this wire right here, this green and white wire that connects to the body control module, to connector C2280B. Next thing you know, I tested this C2280F. My bad. So I started testing here to see if there was a signal from this horn switch here. So I used a wire piercer set right here. Had to trace the wire. That takes most of the time, finding the wire. Use the wire piercer set, made sure it's on correct, and I had another tech push the horn switch right here. The horn switch, which was right here. Okay, so there was a ground. So I know it's a ground signal that this does. Clearly it's a ground signal because, if you look at it right here, boom, it grounds out. Once the switch is, pressed, then it grounds out right here. So what that tells me, if I got ground here, when I push the horn, what it tells me, this whole circuit right here is good. This whole circuit is good. So where is this fault? The fault lies in between here and here. So something's not sending the signal to turn on the relay. What it would be is a ground. I'm assuming it's a ground. It has to be a ground. Okay. It sends the signal. You got this little diode right here, boom. So what I did was I went searching for this wire, and in the next clip I'm going to show you what I found, and we'll go from there. So right here I have the body control module, all the connectors right here. Okay. Now, this is how, Identifix gave it to me. When I went looking at it, the body control module is actually upside down, So they have it facing like this, but it's actually facing like this on the right-hand wall. I'll show you where it is shortly. So I had to find this green wire on connector C2280B. So I went searching for it, C2280B. That was the easy one. That one's facing right down there, easy to get to. I was able to pierce the wire. Now the next one I had to find is this, the C2280F. That connector's right here. Okay, so I'll show you where this is, where that is. I don't know if I'm gonna show you all this quick little test I did. Maybe I will. I'll just show you where the horn relay is and which fuse does it, if you guys are having any of this similar problems. So let me go out to the shop and I'll show you what's going on. All right, so here we are. Got everything dismantled. And let me show you which fuse. So here we go. Here's the fuse box right here, the battery junction box. And this fuse 25 right here is what powers the horn. Now let me show you where the horn's located. Here's the connector. We already have it. It's connected, and we have some aftermarket horns. Down there you can see the red. So the horn's connected right there. That's an aftermarket horn. And that one burnt out too. So here's our little test horn. Made a little rig just to put it in there. So boom. So that's in right now. Let me get my power probe. Here's my power probe, and we'll do a quick test. This 25 is we got power and power. It's hot at all times, keys off, everything. So this is where I would start testing this. Now the relay for the horn is right here. I think it's right here, or I think it's right here. No, I think it's right here, this one. I put it back upside down, so let me take it out. One of these are the horn relay. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I already had it out, and just by looking at the relays, they all look, this one's the only one that's upside down. Anyways, so let's test here. So this would be pin 1 or 3. I'm not sure which one's which. 1 and 3. I think these two are here. I know for a fact this is pin 5. Now if I give it power, which I know this is pin 5 for sure, the horn goes on. So what that tells me is the continuity down there is all good. So everything out here is fine. The issue is in there. So next thing, I had someone push here. I'm not gonna waste the other guy's time, but I had him push the horn and there was no signal. It should have grounded out. I'm assuming it's a ground. It looks like, according to the wire diagram, it's grounded. Now, in order to get to the body control module, which is right here, this is the body control module, it's right here. You have to remove this cover that sits right here. It was busted previously because they also did some wiring here. This was already done. This is totally aftermarket right here. So it looks like they took that out, and I removed this cover. Anyway, so this and this are kind of right there. But before you take those out, you have to remove this whole panel right here. This whole panel, it just kind of pops up. You can see it's got the clips. Just be gentle, especially up here in the cold. Plastic likes to break. That's the only good thing plastic does, is it likes to break. So after you take that off, you can take this off. Boom. I removed that just to give me more access to get to the other connector. Now here is the connector. and here's the white and green wire. So right here I had the power probe. Like I said, the other tech's working. I'm not gonna waste his time. I had him push it. Let me see if I can do it. All right, so right here I got 8.8 volts going on right there. But really what I have is an open circuit right now. So I'm gonna go push the horn and you should see a green light. That's indicating that it's grounding out, sending a ground signal. Push the horn a couple times, there's my ground signal. And that sends the signal to the relay. Now, let me disconnect this. Actually, let me show you where this next one is. Now, the next one. The next connector that goes to the relay is right here. So you gotta kind of push this. Let me see, it's kind of tight here. You gotta kind of push the tab here. I don't know if you can see. Push the tab there, lift this up, boom, comes out. Now, I'm gonna get my light back on. Now here's the connector. Now when I initially took out this connector, it was all corroded. Let me see. So I don't know how it looks in there to you guys, but there's a little green corrosion going on those pins. So anyways, after I went there, I started tracing the wire. Where could this wire be? And lo and behold, here was the wire. It was located in there. And when I was messing with it, this wire came free. So it's a violet and green wire. Wasn't sure if that was green. It looks green. It looks bluish green. That's the thing. Sometimes wire diagrams lie. So you gotta kind of figure it out. So right here, got a chewed up wire. So something was going on, keeping the horn on, burning it out. But now we're gonna repair it and we're gonna send it on its way. All right, you guys, I got this connector disassembled. I gotta repair the connection. You can see right here, that is the issue right here, the corrosion. How's the water getting in there? I have no idea, but we're gonna figure it out eventually. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now is fix this corrosion and then go from there. All right, so right here, kind of have the wires. This blue one we took off an old engine swap we did. I'm just twisting up to this violet and green wire right now, just to verify, you know, my diagnosis was correct. And I'll just go start it up right now. Well, we're just gonna push the horn and see if it worked. Boom. Right there. That fixed the problem. So, if you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with everybody, and yeah, thank you.